Hey guys, just a little editor. Hey guys, just a little editor note before we get into this video. Some of the clips might be upside down. Some of the clips might be like really noisy. I'm sorry. We're gonna get better at this stuff, but I just wanted to bring you guys along on my weekend of just randomness. So. Let's dive into it. It's gonna be kind of all over the place, so please just bear with me. We'll be back into the rhythm of things by next week, I feel. So it'll be all right. What is up, you guys? If you subscribed, I appreciate it so much. Welcome back. I know it's been a couple weeks, but I want to thank everybody for getting us over 100 subscribers. It's just absolutely mind blowing to me. If you're new, feel free to drop a subscribe, drop a like, drop a comment, whatever. If not, well, it's your loss. Eventually, we're going to be good at something, so you might as well get in on the beginning rather than be a tail taser at the end, I guess. But in the meantime, I have picked up a new whip, and we're going to use it kind of as a learning experience and kind of as like a content deal. And if I can learn something on the way, hopefully it could help somebody else on the way that might not know it or is not really, what's the word, it is willing to let me mess up and spend my money to fix it so they don't have to, which I'm cool with. But let me stand up and I'll turn you guys around. We'll give it a quick run through. So I bought a 1998 Road King Classic fuel injection. Now, I don't know the first thing about Harleys. I thought this was a dyno when I was like talking about buying it. I bought it off a coworker, and he hit a deer with it. Can you tell it's hit a deer? Other than I got the bag off and stuff, but the front fender needs fixing. I ordered new bags for it because this back one had a dent in the lid. It's not like broke, it works just fine, it's just dented. The handlebars got bent, so I already swapped them. That took me like 3 or 4 hours to figure out how all of this came off just to get into here, just to unpin the wiring here so I could pull it out of these ape hanger bars that I'm not putting back on. A, because they're too big, and B, well, they just bent in a really bad spot, so I don't really plan on putting them back on. But I did slap it together for the time being so I could ride it. When I was doing that, I noticed that I think everybody's calling it the idle cable or like the return cable. So it finally broke. When I had it apart, I saw there was one strand still on it. I knew it was going to break, and it was just kind of whatever. From what I read, the springs in the throttle body should pull it back shut. Now, if those springs go out, the throttle just sticks. And then my throttle started to stick, so I hurried up and went home, and I started to notice that my cable is starting to fray. And the reason they're doing this now is because these broke. So the tip of this cable broke off inside of here, and then this back just completely broke the mount. So I found some switch housings. You wouldn't believe how hard these are to find in stock. I ended up getting these on eBay, and I thought they were brand new in the box. Turns out I was just a little bit wrong. I'm not mad about it by any means because I paid $28, but somebody bought the chrome ones and put their stock ones in the box. The only, I guess, downfall to these are they're not the exact replacements, as I don't have cruise or a radio, which I have learned these bottom holes are for. But it is what it is, and we're going to put these ones on until, well, I don't know. I decide to order another set, I guess, if I ever do. But what we're doing today is the switch covers, and I ordered new bags for this thing because, well, I think these other ones are ugly as dog. Yeah, you know what. So these are the factory ones. That is the dent in it. You can't even see. You can't even tell that it's really dented. It just kind of looks like a soft bag laying there. But they're hard bags wrapped in leather, and I think they're uglier than freaking anything else in the world. That is definitely some old guy stuff, and believe it or not, I don't even look old, let alone am I old. So I did a lot of research and figuring out what bags I could buy, and I came up with these. I was a little skeptical because, well, they came off Amazon and they're like $250, but I'm not gonna lie, these things are incredibly decent. Like $250, I will pay it again all day. The latches on the insides of these are 2014 touring bags, which is why they're like that. So if you ever do this, you have to put touring bags on a touring bike. So like you can't get these style for your Dyna or a Sportster and put them on a touring bike from my knowledge, but I'm not sure. This one is half mounted. Nothing happened to this side, so it's just kind of there. But that's what it's gonna look like. We're gonna get that done here in a minute. I got to get this bracket off and weld it back together, and then I'm going to loosen the band clamp on the exhaust, so I just push this tip back down, and then I'll bolt all this back together once it's welded. From there, I'm going to pop the baffles out. I need to order the fender extension for it, which will fill in these pieces, which I believe is why you have to get the touring ones and not the street ones or whatever for your Dyna, your Sportster, whatever. They are different. So that piece is coming. The tri-bar light's going to be coming. So I'm probably going to start on this just because, I don't know, I don't really feel like welding, and I need to weld it back together. Otherwise, I'm not going to do it. And it's just going to help everything sit on there square. Another that was not as easy as what everybody else made it seem, and I'm going to be real with you. I don't know if it's because they're cheap bags or because it did go down and I might not have got it welded on perfect from like when it was one piece. But they did go on. It just took a little more finagling. I'm going to show you guys. I got both bags mounted now, and oh my God, does it look better. So here it is with both bags on. They work good. I don't know. I can't argue with the quality of the bag itself for being how cheap it is. Like I said, the bike has been on its side, so I don't know if that's why nothing's really fitting perfect like it should. But for me, I don't really care, and I'm still debating on what I'm gonna do with this thing. I'm gonna tear this back seat off. I don't know how it comes off, but I did pull the screw out of the seat, so I believe this just comes off now. And just like that, it is off. That was actually the easiest thing I have taken off of this yet, to be honest with you, other than the bags, because they're just Zeus clips. Zeus clips. I use the factory Zeus clips even. My kit didn't come with none of them, and I sacrificed that when I ordered the bags pre-assembled. Too much. I'm not sure if I got that, guys, but I just want to stop and let y'all see this thing now that it's back together. I got my homie Cole out here with me riding. We're just banging some miles quick. This is his Sportster. He just put this front fairing on it. I think it's uglier than fuck, but hey, I can't blame you for needing that fairing. This thing is an absolute fucking hogging, fucking no fairing, nothing. But we got it all back together, guys. We got these fucking long-ass throttle cables now. I'm not sure why they're so long, but that's just what I had to get if I wanted them today to ride this thing. But what do y'all think? We're just out here ripping. We met up with a couple buddies. There's a poker run going on, and well, we're gonna beat this storm right here because we already rode through it once, and it was pretty fucking gay, actually. It was kind of gay. It hurt. I don't ride with a helmet or nothing, so it really hurt. But it is what it is. I think I'm gonna cruise back to town. Yeah, we're good. Thank you. Guys just stopped for us, but we're gonna head back to town, meet up with a couple other buddies that are hopefully gonna get their bikes out and stuff, and let's miss this rain. If we don't miss the rain, it's what do you think? About 20-minute storm, roughly, by the time it passes. About 20 minutes. So it is what it is, but we're gonna get a couple riding shots here, and yeah, I pretty much just want to stop and let y'all know what was going on, since I didn't end up finishing this video up in the garage as we were doing it. So this video hasn't been a normal video, I'm sure. A couple F-bombs in there that I didn't really mean to drop, and well, would you believe it that I'm walking to go get my motorcycle? I gotta go through the park, through a couple more neighborhoods, and then we'll be there. And when I get there, I'll explain why. Right. So we're about halfway there. I finally made it back to the park. So right before this, I crossed a bridge, and there's no motor vehicles allowed. And so I dropped my other motorcycle off, my Yamaha, to a buddy because he was gonna ride it, and he ended up not being man enough to ride it. We'll just leave it at that. So we crossed this bridge right here. Now, like I was saying, there's no motor vehicles allowed, and this goes directly out the I do not condone this type of riding. I do not encourage it either. But sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do, right? So, all right, I'm gonna keep walking here. I don't want to sound too out of breath because I'm out of shape, but I'm about halfway there, and we're gonna grab the Yamaha and we're gonna rip it back to my house, which is just a couple blocks away. All right, guys, I made it back with the Yamaha. I wanted to get a couple rollers, but I didn't have any help, and I'm not real sure how to do it without having the help. But I just want to say thank you guys for watching, and we're gonna get back into building stuff and shredding more tires throughout the summer, so stay tuned.